This is Data Jockey, machine learning for Victorian racing. Race 9, Caulfield, Saturday 15 August 2026. All right, let us get straight into it. Quick summary first for Race 9 at Caulfield, then I will dig into the why. Two selections today. Light Infantryman is the top pick, the model's place selection. Detonator Jack comes in as the second leg, the top four selection in the same race multi, not a place selection on its own. That is the short version. Light Infantryman for the place, the multi combining both if you want the longer odds option. Stick with me though, because there is a genuinely interesting read on this race underneath those two selections. Race 9 at Caulfield, 8 runners, top 3 paying the place dividend. The model's read here is interesting straight away. The favorite is not the top selection. That is the model telling you it sees value the market has missed. This is precisely the kind of scenario where the data and the crowd disagree, and that disagreement is where the value sits. Two selections from the model for this race, a place pick, and a same race multi combining both. Remember, not every race makes the cut. The model only selects when the value is genuinely there, and today it is. On to the breakdown. Quick context before the picks, since how this works matters for understanding what follows. The model driving these selections is machine learning based, trained on Victorian racing, and it never stops updating. Every race meeting adds to what it knows. That is different from a static system built once and forgotten, and it matters because racing patterns shift over time, season to season, even track condition to track condition. The real differentiator, though, is the target. Most tipping approaches chase the winner. This model chases place finishers instead, horses landing in the top positions, paying a place dividend. Different target, different method entirely. It is processing dozens of variables across the whole field simultaneously: pace, distance, field makeup, historical patterns, how each runner matches today's specific rivals. All at once, in combinations that are well beyond what manual analysis can realistically track. The full methodology is linked in the description if you want to go deeper. Right now, though, Race 9 is the focus, and the model has a strong view worth walking through. Let us get into it. On to pick 1 for Race 9. The model's top selection here is Light Infantryman, currently second in the market, not the favorite, not the horse drawing the market's attention, just one the model rates well above where it is currently priced. That mismatch is the whole basis for the selection. I want to be upfront about something, since I think it is more useful than pretending otherwise. There is no single clean reason the model has chosen Light Infantryman. That is genuinely not how the system works. It does not rely on one factor like a strong record at Caulfield or a preferred distance, the kind of reasoning a standard form guide leans on. The model takes a different path entirely, weighing dozens of variables at the same time. Track conditions, distance, field size, who else is racing today, historical patterns built from thousands of past Victorian races, all considered together, surfacing connections that are simply invisible to manual analysis. That is intentional. A one-sentence explanation would mean the model was unnecessary. What actually counts is this. The market has Light Infantryman at second in the market. The model places it first for Race 9. That difference between market price and model confidence is where the value lives, and identifying that gap is the model's entire job. It does not matter whether the market eventually catches up or not. By the time it does, the value has usually already gone. Built specifically around place finishers rather than winners, a top ranking here means this horse fits the historical profile of horses that finish in the places, not necessarily the historical profile of horses that win outright. A different way of approaching the problem altogether. Light Infantryman for the place, a top 3 finish in a 8-runner field, is what the model is backing for Race 9. For entertainment purposes only, please make your own informed decision before placing any bet. Detonator Jack, currently third in the market, takes pick 2, a genuinely different kind of selection to pick 1, so it is worth being clear on the distinction. The model rates Detonator Jack as a likely top 4 finisher, but it stops short of backing a top 3 finish specifically. That gap matters. There is not enough support in the data for a standalone place selection here, but there is solid support for the top 4 role in the same race multi. That distinction might sound minor, but in a 8-runner field, it genuinely is not. Top 3 pays a place dividend, 4th does not. So the model is not recommending Detonator Jack as a place bet by itself. The same race multi is where it earns its spot. What the model is essentially saying about Detonator Jack is that it belongs in this race and fits the top 4 profile for this field, but a top 3 finish is less certain. For the multi, top 4 is all that is required. Light Infantryman in top 3, Detonator Jack in the top 4. That is the model's combination for race 9. Here is the same race multi for race 9, Light Infantryman finishing top 3, Detonator Jack finishing in the top 4. Check with your wagering provider on availability for this market. Before going further, worth being precise about something, since these 2 bet types get mixed up easily. They are not the same kind of bet, and they do not carry the same odds of landing. Light Infantryman as a standalone place selection is the higher probability option. The model has stronger confidence there. The return is smaller, but the chance of it landing is greater, and that is the model's primary read on race 9. The same race multi is the longer odds path. Both legs need to come in Light Infantryman in top 3 and Detonator Jack in the top 4, which makes it less likely overall than the place bet by itself, but the payoff if it lands is meaningfully larger. Neither is compulsory. The place selection on Light Infantryman carries the model's strongest signal. The multi exists for those interested in the higher risk, higher reward option. Whichever you go with, understand clearly what each bet actually requires. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please make your own informed decision. Following along with the full card today, every race has its own video, all sitting in the playlist, uploaded before race 1 kicks off. Worth checking the other races to see which selections line up with your approach. Some punters like to combine several of the models' picks into a place multi. Your wagering provider will have the details on how that works. Always make your own informed call before placing anything. One more important point, check for scratchings before you bet on anything. They happen on race morning and can change a race completely. For race 9, the model's place selection is Light Infantryman. The rest of the card is sitting in the playlist if you want to keep going. If you have not subscribed yet, this runs for every Victorian meeting, every race day, completely free. That wraps up race 9 at Caulfield. To recap, the model's place selection is Light Infantryman, and for those after the longer odds play, the same race multi-combination is Light Infantryman in top 3 with Detonator Jack in the top 4. Every tip on this channel is tracked, and the results posted publicly every single week. The good runs and the bad ones, nothing left out. That transparency is the only real way to judge whether following this model is worth your time. As always, this is for entertainment purposes only. Please make your own informed decisions and gamble responsibly. Catch you in the next one.